come and go when you feel like it. Been at it for a while, but you won't commit. This inconsistent love is messing with my head. And it just ain't fair. You know I can't fight it. I can't fight it. Wanna put my hands all over your body. Ooh, and if the stars don't shine, yeah, and if the moon fell down tonight, I would be there no matter what. I wanna be the one to make you fall in love. Make you fall in love. Make you fall in love.
Alright, we're in Oregon. Today we're with Chevrolet. We're doing some testing, some towing tests between the cones. It's pretty fun. Actually, with all the new cameras, it's pretty easy. They put cameras everywhere, inside of the trailer, on top of the trailer, everywhere. It's super easy between those cones. But at least, you know, I've got some experience in towing, large trailer, long trailer, and also, as you can see behind me, I've got some tests also to hook up a boat behind your Silverado.
So what we're going to be doing in the first part of the course is a slalom course. So not a race course today, just going through slowly, safely, making sure we can clear without hitting in the cones. You've done some trailering, but biggie with trailering, you always want to go wider than what you think. So if you were in a race car, you're trying to be going that left-hand turn, you'd be hugging the inside of the corner. Yeah. With this, if you did that, you'd hit all the cones with the trailer. So you want to swing it wide around the outside of it. While you're doing it, we'll get to use this nice handy feature of transparent trailer. I'm sorry, of side biasing. So what this is you're actually looking at cameras underneath the mirror on each side, looking back, and you'll see is as you're going through making the lefts and rights, this is going to zoom in on whichever side is the inside. And what that allows is as you're turning to the right, it's going to zoom in on the right, allows to make sure you can get past curbs or objects as you're going through like a campsite or even just driving through the city and you're going slow and you want to make sure you're not going to hit the curb. So go ahead and start. All right. Like 4, 5, 6 mile an hour, just trying to go through slow and get your way through the course. Again, you kind of got to head almost straight at those 4 cones and then start cutting it left. Alright, and as you do, he's going to rotate, make sure we're getting through safe. Alright, so you see the pile of cones here in the middle? Mm-hmm. So that's the closest to the pin challenge. Okay. So the goal is you're going to go clockwise circle around the cones. And from about 1 to 4 o'clock on the clock, you're trying to see how close you can get the trailer into those cones.
Okay.
So we're going to do the first part of it. You're just going to go ahead and start pulling forward. And I'll help you with where to turn. So nice and slow down a little bit. Now start cutting it to the right slowly. Alright, and right about here, go ahead and stop. Alright, so what happens is with trailering, a lot of times you get to a point like this, right? You're going around something, you get to a point where you lose the object in the mirror because all you have is trailer, right? It's one of the issues with trailering is you can't always see everything around you. Well, now with this camera looking out, right, you can easily see what's there so you're not running into that thing. So go ahead and keep the wheel to the right. Now you can bring it right around, back right. Alright, nicely done, very good. But you can see it now, right? If you're looking in your mirror, there's a long stretch straight back. Yeah. Okay.
Here?
Keep it. No, see further back on the sides of the orange cones. So you get back pretty far there. So you're trying to just get in the middle of those cones.
There's a cone behind here.
I want you to get the back of the trailer within a foot of those cones back there.
Okay.
Alright, so go ahead and then stop there. So one of the hardest parts about backing up is always seeing behind the trailer, because obviously the trailer blocks your view. There's actually a stop sign right in the middle of where you're at.
Really?
So imagine that being a post or a tree or anything, right? Or a person. You can't see it. Yeah. So either a couple things happen. Either one, you hit it because you can't see it, or two, you have to get out and keep checking. I was being a little meaner the other day, and I was making people get out and see how many times it took to get within a foot, and it took somebody 5 times to get within a foot of that.
Okay.
So instead of having to go through all that trouble, we have a camera on the back of the trailer. So this is actually looking back off the trailer. So it makes it very easy to back up. So you're about 10 feet right now from that line, right? So you could easily back all the way up or back safely up to where you need to be, right? Nice. So that's the whole goal. All right, so another big challenge with trailering is you come to a stop, you hear some noise in the back, you need to check on your cargo to make sure everything's safe. Usually you'd have to find a spot to pull off on the side of the road, or if you're on the highway and you're driving along, you need to pull off an exit, and it could take 15, 20, 30 minutes. You have to get around. Well, instead of having to do that, we have a camera inside the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Your Corvette's still sitting there nice and pretty, hasn't moved, hasn't shifted, everything's safe, right? This is great also for horses, also great for if you have a camper. You can easily check in real quick and make sure I didn't leave a plate out on the table before I left the campsite. Makes things much simpler. Nice. Alright, and while we're there, one other view I'd like to show you, a transparent trailer. So this is a really neat feature we're really proud of. So this is using that camera off the back of the trailer, using the camera on the back of the truck and the side of the truck. And what this does is we stitch all those views together. So as you're driving down the road, typically you'd have your rear view camera, right? But it's blocked because of the trailer. This is basically now a way to be your rear view camera through the trailer. Behind the trailer, you can see where the trailer, you can see on your sides. And if the other truck was going, you'd see, actually even right now, right? You'd see the truck. If you're looking in your mirrors, you likely can't see that truck. It shows you there's blind spots that could be behind you. You're going to change lanes left or right. You can't always quite see. This helps. You can use your mirror, check here real quick, clear, and then change lanes. Or if someone's behind you, you can easily see how far they are behind your trailer. It makes it much easier. You drive forward, and then I want you to drive straight up towards those cones. And then, yep. And I want you to get the front of the truck within a foot of the front of those cones.
All right.
Alright, it's another major challenge with vehicles. Is figuring out. So we're actually over top of the cones.
Nice.
This is a forward facing. Go ahead and back up a little bit forward.
I didn't touch it.
Now go back to drive. There you go. Put the red line right up to it, and I'll get you right about a foot. So another thing customers told us, they want a bigger, more capable truck that can do more, but they also want to view everywhere around their vehicle. Right?
You didn't see the bumper or the wheel.
What's that?
You didn't see the bumper or the wheel at a foot.
You were there. But you get the idea, right? You have to either lean out the window, open the door, lean out the door, or you park and then you get out and realize you're 3 feet from the curb. This takes all the guesswork out of it. You can easily flip and see what's ahead of you, see what's around you with a 360 view, or you can do just the front view, or every 360 out.
All right, next test, we're gonna tow 500 pounds with one of the dualies. That should be pretty interesting. Alright, today I'm driving the brand new 3-liter Duramax. I'm in Oregon. I'm with Ev today. We flew from Montreal to LA up to here. We're in Oregon. So I'm driving the brand new Silverado with the 3-liter. So far, my impressions, you know, it's pretty quick, you know. It's not, you know, the usual small diesel who's kind of lacking on the performance side of it. So far, I really like all the engine, the throttle response to my input. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough time today to do some real mileage. Of course, we're in the US, everything it's mile per gallon here, but so far I know I like how he rides. I like how he reacts. It's actually the 4th engine I'm driving in the Silverado. I drove the V8 6.2, the 5.3. Also, I drove the other day the 2.7 turbo 4-cylinder. And now it's the last one on the market. It's the 3-liter Duramax diesel. All right, you know, talking about engines, you know, there's 4 engines, like I said. Obviously, my favorite is the V8 6.2. It's the one I've got in my 84. But, you know, otherwise, you know, if I was, you know, working with my truck, doing a lot of mileage every week, you know, I think this one will be my #1 choice. You know, performance wise, you know, it's similar to the 2.7 or even the 5.3. Probably the 5.3 on the top end's got a little bit more horsepower, a little bit more push and go. But I just did a quick U-turn here in Oregon, and you know, the way this truck accelerate, it's pretty good, you know. Way better than all the other small diesel I have driven before. Yeah, so far, you know, I think if you do a lot of mileage and the fuel economy is really important for you, if you want some towing capacity, the Duramax in the 1500 Silverado, it's my #1 choice. Inside of the cabin, you know, the engine is pretty quiet. You'll see I'm gonna floor it right now. Doesn't make a lot of noise. You know, it's sounds wise, you know. It's way more quieter than the 2.7 or the 5.3, and obviously the 6.2, especially if you've got an exhaust just like on my 84. But you know, it's just a nice truck to drive. Again, you do a lot of mileage, you spend a lot of time with your truck. Diesel, you know, always been a big fan of diesel. The way they work, you know, even if you're hard on the pedal, usually they stay pretty good on fuel. So far, you know, I'm averaging 24 miles per gallon, and you know, I'm not driving eco right now, obviously. We're staying on a ranch, not an hotel. There's a few little houses. These are cabins, so it's really cool. We've got everything. We've got the kitchen, we've got a living room, we got a patio, we got a spa, a hot tub. It's really cool. I love it. And there's a bunch of activities we can do here. There's a golf course, there's a spa, you can get a massage and everything. The little house looks like that. So each one here have their own little cabins.
Front end, the custom getting some more body color treatment and 20-inch wheels, so you've got a different appearance there, a different wheel set on the trunk. As you move up to the LT, you get more chrome appearance, and the LTZ even more chrome on the front end and the rear and the sides, and of course, again at the top of the portfolio. Do it like Clint Eastwood. Do it like
today we drove at least an hour and a half here in Oregon. You see behind me there's the Mount Bachelor. Awesome view, awesome scenery. Today we're driving the Silverado 2020 HD equipped with the Duramax. Really, this site, this road, fantastic. You know, we see some nice forests. We've got scenery like this one behind me. It's just really awesome. So when you're in tow mode and you're going downhill, you apply a little bit of brake. The truck will, as you can see right now, it's downshifting and it's keeping the speed while going down the hill. As you can see with the RPM right now, you can hear the engine. Here we got the mirror. We can see the back of the trailer. Pretty clear. Really easy to see what's behind us, even if we're pulling a large amount of weight. In the middle of the forest here in Oregon. We've been putting this trailer. It's about 16,000 pounds. Amazing. The power, the way the transmission reacts, the way the trucks reacts also when you're going downhill. It's just really good. It's really easy. You know, when you're just driving normally, you don't really feel the trailer. You feel it when you really try to push the engine. But otherwise, you know, with all the cameras, you know, all around the mirror, you see behind everything. You put your blinker on, you see completely the side of your trailer. It's just fantastic and super safe. So I was talking about the new camera you see behind your trailer. It does that mirror effect in your screen. Right here behind the trailer, you've got that camera hooked up, so you can see if there's someone behind you close to your trailer. That's a big trailer, you know, when there's someone behind you, you don't really see it. But with all the cameras plugged in on the new Sierra 2020, it's super easy, super safe. So I was talking about these cameras on the side. You can see the side of your trailer. I'll show you where they're at. Here on the mirror, you see that camera right here. That's the one that's gonna help you to see on the side of your trailer. So when you put your blinker on, you get that side view of your trailer. So if you're turning right, putting your blinker on the right, you'll see completely on the side of your trailer right here. Super safe again, super easy. And these cameras become your best friend while you're towing your large amount of weight. All right, right now we're testing the 2500 HD equipped with the new gas engine, the 6.6 V8. As you can see, we're pulling some equipment still here in Oregon. We're still in the kind of the mountain area. We got a lot of hills, up and downs. It's a real test for anything towing, hauling stuff. It's really a real test for these kind of trucks.